Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. It is Friday, but it feels like a Monday. Just saying. Got a lot to do today. The husband and I are going to take both vehicles as well as some gas cans and go fill up the vehicles and everything with our dollar off 35 gallons. So we're going to go ahead and get our gas today. I need to go to Tractor Supply. I need to get some oyster shells, some chicken grit, laying feed and scratch. So that's what I need to go get at Tractor Supply today. I might pop into Kroger just to look around and see what they have. Um, I'm pretty good on everything though from that. I need some more greens and things like that, but there you go. All right, so what else is going on? Well, this morning I tried to catch Little Red and I missed my opportunity, and now he knows I'm on the hunt for him. So he took off to a neighbor's house for a while. He finally did come back down, but I've got to catch him. It's time to start breeding chickens so that we can hatch some eggs, right? Last year we hatched what, 3 groups? We'll probably hatch 2 or 3 groups this year. Um, Last night I sold 3 hens. I sold Stub, Magpie, and Sassy. And I love Stub and Sassy and Magpie very, very much. They were sweet girls from the back group. They do not meet my breeding expectations. And so someone that my husband knew called and said, "Hey, do you have hens for sale?" So I showed him the girls from this group, and then I showed him the girls from the back group, and they chose the back group. So I chose those 3 for them to buy. So very sad, and yet it's time to move on. These girls they won't have to compete with other chickens. It'll be just the 3 of them. And they also want Little Red, which I'm trying to push EB on them, but you know, I think everybody's afraid because he's so big. So I really need to find a good home for EB. Half Jersey giant, beautiful bird, just doesn't meet my breeding expectations because of his comb. And that's it. I mean, that's the only thing about him I don't like is his comb. He has got the best personality. He puts food back down in front of my feet when I'm feeding the girls when they're with him. Um, he doesn't attack. He just has he's just personable. He was the first chick that we hatched last spring. So he had like, what was it, 48 hours of being the only chick in the bathroom. And every time I'd be holding him, loving on him, whatever. So I wish someone needed him because he's beautiful. So we're working on that. I'm going to be getting everything ready to fence in back here, right behind the back door where we mulched last year and composted, where I had to fight the flies all year. I kept telling my husband, I was like, it's worth it, man. It's going to be worth it. We'll have a really nice garden there. I had fly strips everywhere. I mean, it was bad. It was bad because it was right here behind the house. But this year, that ground is gold. It's been amended. It's been worked with the chickens. I mean, that right there is probably the most perfect ground ever. So I'm going to fence it off. I'm going to put my containers in there. I am going to rototiller a couple spots to grow stuff from the ground, but most things are going to be um, in pots and things. So I'm real excited about getting this started so that we can grow some stuff this year. What else is going on? Blah 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 blah. Sold 3 hens. Oh, Saturday I'll be donating another 5 dozen eggs to the food pantry in my town. Last Saturday we donated 5 to the other food pantry. This week we're donating to my local food pantry. So there you go. Blue Egg Project. If you want to get involved, just contact me at my Gmail. Let's see here. A lot going on in the news, right? I still don't understand how people are supporting this man, but hey, whatever. So I kind of wanted to talk about this. I was going through when I got on the internet. Of course, my comments popped up, and on my double bubble egg um, video, the one where I popped the egg and it was more whites and only one yellow, and by the way, a very nice egg too. Um, I got a couple of comments, and I want to read them to you, and then I want to comment or reply to them through this video. Herbie Bancock, which is not a very original name. I mean, come on, really? Anyway, they ask, are you really a prepper if you buy Teflon pans? I really am trying to understand this question. I have an extensive amount of cast iron. I also used to work 40 to 60 hours a week. And there was a time when my husband was having problems with his circulation from the way I was cooking, what he was eating, and so on and so forth. So we started eat. I quit frying food. I quit using a lot of saturated oils to cook food in, and so I pretty much quit using my cast iron except for my 8 inch, which I make cornbread, meatloaf, and I used to make my sausage gravy in, which now I don't. I use a Teflon skillet. Here's the thing, if you're cooking with cast iron, you're using more oil, whatever kind of oil, whether it's butter or fat, Crisco, corn oil, canola, whatever, vegetable oil. It doesn't matter. You're using more fat to cook with in a cast iron skillet. In a Teflon skillet, I can use a drizzle of olive oil, avocado oil, some coconut oil, just a little tiny bit, and the fluids of the food cooks the food. So it's healthier. I have a lot of cast iron. I mentioned my 8 inch and what I use that for. My best and favorite Valentine's gift ever from my husband was when he got my 12 or 13-inch skillet cast iron. And inside of that, he sat that big old 4-inch deep chicken fryer with the lid. And inside of the chicken fryer, you put candy bars. That was my absolute favorite Valentine's gift ever. Okay. Um, Now, out in the summer kitchen, I have collected bean pots with lids, Dutch ovens. I have the little ear corn things. I've got some smaller cast iron, bigger cast iron, and it's all out in the summer kitchen. It needs to be worked on. I just haven't had the time. And I really haven't made the time because there's more important things to do than to take care of cast iron. Mine is I come in, I fry an egg, I make it quick, hardly any oil, and I don't have to clean a cast iron skillet. It's about convenience. Just because I'm a prepper don't mean that I don't live with convenience items. And it kind of leads into the second question. So I am really a prepper and I really do use Teflon. And I recommend using Teflon so that you don't have to use as much oil in your diet. There you go. Good answer. So here comes, this is like a two-part one. Every gamer said this video looks like it was from 13 years ago. And then Jesus, 1482, spelled Gzus. Really? I guess that's a little more original than Herbie Bancock. Whatever. It says, did you film it with a device from 2012? Question mark. Or maybe 1912? Question mark. Being a prepper, I'm also extremely frugal. Okay, you see me buy a lot of groceries, but then I save a lot of money on those groceries. I film on a tablet, cheap tablet. I have a computer. I don't even have a cell phone. Being frugal means I'm not going to go buy a camera if I have, what, 1,000 subscribers. You think that would make it better? Well, whatever. I'm not going to go buy a camera. I'm not going to go buy a cell phone. I'm not going to get into any of those things. If you don't like watching my production of whatever I'm doing, well, walk away, little boy. I don't have to answer to anybody, but I do try to. I am a 55-year-old woman. I do not need little boys to ask me questions about who I am and what I'm doing and then make comments about how I look. I do not need approval from any of you, but I do reply back because I think that's very important. So, yes, I am a prepper. Yes, I have cast iron, but I use Teflon. I bought my neighbor a Teflon skillet because he was going through oil like crazy. And now he doesn't have to use oil and he can fry his eggs and eat healthier. Sometimes we should keep our opinions to ourselves because they're really dumb. Just saying. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I've got to go. Little Red's probably sneaking around the next corner. Bye, y'all.